an American politician with Indian roots. A woman who once served in the military and later stood alongside Donald Trump, one of the most controversial presidents in American history. Tulsi Gabbard. But why her? How did a Hindu achieve such a prominent position? And what stories lie hidden behind this fascinating political figure? Stay with me until the end of this video to uncover secrets you may have never heard before. Hello friends, welcome to your History channel, where we uncover a fascinating story in every video. Today we're going to talk about Tulsi Gabbard, someone who has gained attention not only as a politician, but also as a cultural and historical figure. Who is Tulsi Gabbard? Why has she caused such a stir? And how did Trump, with his unique approach to politics, come to trust this woman? In this video, we'll answer all these questions. So if you enjoy this type of content, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel right now. Let's get started. Well, Tulsi Gabbard was born into a Hindu-Christian family in Hawaii. A unique mix, right? Her family had a big impact on her beliefs from the start. They believed you could be both traditional and modern. But how did Tulsi, from this ordinary family, get drawn into politics? We need to go back to her youth. It was during college that Tulsi decided to join the military. Yes, a young woman with Indian roots stepping into the battlefield. She served in Iraq and Kuwait, and this experience changed her perspective on the world and politics. At just 21 years old, Tulsi entered politics. You might be wondering, where did all this motivation come from? She always said, "I'm here for the people, not the party." This simple slogan helped her join the Democratic Party and get elected to Congress. But things weren't that simple. The Democratic Party initially supported her a lot. But when Tulsi began criticizing party leaders, things changed. There was even a big controversy over why she met with Bashar al-Assad. And now, let's get to the most fascinating part of the story, Tulsi's relationship with Trump. Many thought these two would never get along. But after the 2016 election, Tulsi was invited to Trump's office. Rumors said Trump was considering her for the position of Director of Intelligence. Why did Trump trust Tulsi? This is a question on many people's minds. Maybe it was their shared perspective on security issues. Maybe Trump saw in Tulsi a bold individual who wasn't afraid to speak her mind. Would you like to know why Trump saw Tulsi as different from the rest? Then make sure to stay with me until the end of the video. The answer to this question lies in Tulsi Gabbard's personality and actions. Trump was always looking for people who had an independent viewpoint, weren't tied to the political mainstream, and had the courage to express their opinions. Tulsi had exactly those qualities. As a Democrat, she dared to criticize the policies of her own party. On issues like the Syrian war and the approach to the Middle East, her positions aligned more with Trump's policies than those of Democratic leaders. Furthermore, Tulsi's military background made Trump see her as a strong figure for national security. Most importantly, Tulsi was someone who, unlike traditional politicians, was willing to engage in dialogue with anyone, even political enemies or controversial leaders like Bashar al-Assad. This boldness and independence was exactly what Trump was looking for in his team. Now let's move on to Tulsi Gabbard's religious and identity views. Tulsi Gabbard, as a politician in the United States, has very unique religious and identity views. She is the first Hindu American to enter Congress, and this alone is a major milestone in American political history. But this religious identity is not just a title. It forms a large part of her character and worldview. Religious roots and family upbringing. Tulsi was born into a family that combined Hinduism and Christianity. Her mother was Hindu and her father had Christian leanings, but from a young age she showed an interest in Hindu teachings. She was especially influenced by the Bhagavad Gita, one of the sacred Hindu texts, and often said in interviews that this book inspired many of her decisions and life path. Hinduism in politics. One of the interesting things about Tulsi is that she never hid or felt ashamed of her religious identity, even in a society where most politicians are either Christian or downplay their religious beliefs. At public ceremonies like her swearing in to Congress, she chose the Bhagavad Gita over the Bible. This act drew a lot of attention and showed that she took pride in her religious identity. Now that we've heard her story, let's look at Tulsi Gabbard's impact. Has she been able to build a bridge between Eastern culture and Western politics? Or is her journey still ongoing? Tulsi Gabbard has undoubtedly had a significant impact on American political history. Not only was she the first Hindu in Congress, but her presence brought Eastern culture, values, and perspectives into Western political discourse. But did she truly manage to build a bridge between these two cultures? Bridge between East and West. Tulsi, as a politician with Indian roots and Hindu beliefs, succeeded in bringing aspects of Eastern culture and philosophy into political conversations in America. She spoke about concepts like karma, duty, and even peace between religions. These discussions not only helped Americans become more familiar with these ideas, but also sent a message to Indian and Asian immigrants that they can succeed in politics while maintaining their cultural identity. One of the best examples of this bridge building was how Tulsi approached international issues. When she decided to meet with Bashar al-Assad, her goal was to show that diplomacy and dialogue are values that can be brought from the East to the West. This move, however, attracted a lot of opposition, but her different approach to foreign policy was inspiring for many. Impact on domestic U.S. politics. Tulsi's influence went beyond cultural bridging. She became a successful example of fighting against common stereotypes in American politics. As a Hindu woman with a military background, she broke stereotypes related to religion, gender, and ethnic origins. Her presence in Congress and participation in major political discussions helped bring issues like religious diversity, minority rights, and the importance of serving the people to the forefront. This impact, especially for immigrant communities, was a significant milestone. Ongoing or finished path, but has Tulsi fully achieved her goals? Maybe not entirely. In recent years, she has distanced herself from the Democratic Party and has even operated more independently. This shows that her journey is still not over, and she might still be trying to find a place where both Western politics and Eastern values can coexist in balance. Moreover, political influence in the U.S. doesn't happen overnight. Tulsi Gabbard may not be in the spotlight right now, but the steps she's taken, both in domestic politics and in global diplomacy, could lead to even greater results in the future. Well, friends, that was the story of Tulsi Gabbard, a woman who changed the landscape of American politics. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to hear more stories about historical figures, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you'll be the first to know about our new videos. Until the next video, take care and don't forget about history.